Hi, I am Gauri and back with another video in a really short span of time apparently. I think it's a good thing. I don't know if it's a bad thing. Doesn't matter to me at all because I think making videos and editing them is really fun and it's fun. I don't have anything else to say. Hmm. So today's video is going to be one of my topics that are really close to my heart. It's about my old school. So before going to a school in Missouri, that's a boarding school, I used to go to this day school back in Ghaziabad, and it was something else. I went there for about I think 5 years in total from grade 6 to grade 10, and I left after grade 10. I mean that's something well established. Yeah, okay. So today it's going to be about my old school, which is actually one of the schools that a lot of people know about. Ryan International School, if you all have heard about. I mean, who hasn't? I guess. Okay. So I joined in the middle of grade 6 to that school. I joined that school in the middle of grade 6, and I'm going to do my nails while I speak to you guys. I joined that school in the middle of grade 6, and I was really scared as a kid because I had just moved back from Bangalore. Another story for another day. I studied in Bangalore for a year and I had just come back to Ghaziabad because I used to live there before Bangalore. So I had come back there. My parents decided to put me into Ryan International School, the Ghaziabad main branch. And first day, I met this guy. I mean, I don't remember about it, but then he remembers about it really, really nicely. He's a really close friend now. He told me grade 6 ka first day when I entered the school, and it was the time for us all to go back home. Like it was the school dispersal, and I don't know what happened. Like he was in the class beside mine. He was in 6th A, I guess, and I was in 6th B. So he told me something I don't remember, and I started arguing with him in full on English, which I never speak in reality. I mean, if you see me in reality, I'm all about talking in Hindi. मेरे से English नहीं होती है reality में. Is this something that's inherent? I don't know how. I guess because I studied Sanskrit for like 6 years in a row. That's for another day. Okay, back to where I was. So this guy, let's call him Potato. Mr. Potato. Actually, no. Let's call him Machi because Machi Man he is. Okay. So Mr. Machi Man decides to argue with me on my first day in school, and I decide to argue back with him full on English mein. I don't know what the fuck I spoke, and he tells me that he still remembers that day, every single word I spoke, and I have no clue that day even existed. Like that day obviously existed, but then I don't remember any part of it that he told me. And I was like, maybe it happened because I have shit memory. I may look like an elephant, but I have no elephant's memory. Come on. So Mr. Machi Man, I never really spoke to him until I think grade 9 or grade 8. Grade 9, I guess. When we were in the same class because we both took Sanskrit as our second language. It's a CBSE thing. You have to choose between Hindi, French and Sanskrit in grade 9 and 10. So I chose Sanskrit, and I was among the only 5 people who chose Sanskrit. So we were in a different class with the Hindi people mixed. Like we had different, it was a whole different thing. So back to where I was. Yeah, so Mr. Machi Man decided to enter my life in grade 9 again, and it was nice. I mean, we became good friends. We actually fought a lot, to be very honest. We were never really friends. We just fought. That's just something it is. And now we're like friends. Like I haven't been this close to a friend in a really long time. And yeah, whatever. So okay. Next character that I remember very properly, and the hate I have for that character deep inside my heart is just oozing out, because it was this teacher. She used to teach me a certain subject. I'm not going to name her, obviously, but then everyone will realize who it is when I'm talking about her. She was this really fair teacher with a mole here, like she had gray eyes. She used to love breaking up friend groups, and I was in grade 7, I remember. She was my teacher that time. Man, you know what she did? She made me and my best friend fight, and I don't even remember for what. She used to be so scary, and one day she decided to call my parents to school because she was being really bitchy to me. I mean, I told my mom about it. My mom went to school because apparently she had called my mom, and guess what? My mom fought with her. Yeah, she did. My mom fought with her, and that teacher never really spoke to me ever again because of what she did to me. And I decided, doesn't matter. And then my parents decided to get my section changed from B to C. So I was in 7th B and I came to 8th C. And it was like a big deal for me at that time, apparently. I have no idea why. I used to cry. I don't know why. It was a much better class now that I realize it was with better people or something. But then there were a few people that I just missed from the core of my head. I wish I was still in their class. Like there is this one person, let's call her Chipkali, because her name is somewhat related to Chipkali. She is the best friend that teacher decided to break us up, and so Chipkali was my really good friend till grade 8 ka mid, I guess, and then we stopped talking one day. I don't know why, and then like we chat sometimes these days, but I don't know, and it's fine, I guess. The next character, let's call her Apple. Apple joined school in 2019 when I was in grade 9. I don't know, we became best friends apparently. And along with her came another girl, let's call her Pineapple. So Apple and Pineapple became my gang. Like I was best friends with Apple and Pineapple. And we decided we will rock this school, we will rock this year, we will do whatever we want to because hum school ke gunde hain. And we did everything we want to, like, you have no idea what all we did. We bunked the whole grade 9 because we were in this some inter-school competitions, and I was a dancer apparently. I don't look like a dancer, do I? I don't. Anyways, we three decided to be in the school dance team apparently, and it didn't work out for us. Miss Apple and Miss Pineapple were my really good friends until one day Miss Pineapple decided to flirt with one of the guys I was into during one of the celebrations happening in school, and I fought with Pineapple, and Apple and Pineapple stopped talking to each other, and then I stopped talking to them both after a while, I guess, and we haven't talked ever since. It's just something else. Okay, the next character that we want to talk about is actually not one, it's two characters. No, actually, it's just one character at this point because it's just some person that I really miss talking to, and we don't talk anymore. So let's call him Speaker. The Speaker was this guy. He also joined in grade 9, and he and we were, I don't know what, like it was funny between us. We used to talk so much, we used to laugh so much, and it was great between us. But then I don't know what happened. Grade 9 tak it was bomb. Grade 10, as soon as it began, we stopped talking. I mean, we never spoke to each other online. It was like, okay, so one day I remember it was this class going on, and we were sitting on our desks. So he used to sit beside me usually, and then he was just sitting and we were reading a book, and the teacher was in the front of the class. I think it was the science lesson or the math lesson, I don't remember. It was something, it was one of those. And we were just sitting, and we were holding hands under the table. It was risky, like top notch risky, and it just gave such, like, it was something else. You have no idea what it felt like. And I guess everyone has done that, like holding hands under the table while the class is going on. Like, if you haven't done that, like, You haven't done anything if you haven't done that. Trust me, that's the top notch level of scariness that you can feel from anything. So one day what happened, our school was going on, and the school, when we reached home, we suddenly received a text message from school that the school is shut for a week. And yeah, you guessed it right, it was Ryan. And there are 100 branches, like I don't know how many branches of Ryan all over India, all over the world. But then there was this Gurgaon branch where some murder happened, RIP to the kid. But then this thing happened which got our school also to be shut for a whole week. Like this happened, I think, twice. And don't get me wrong, it's not funny. It's really not funny. Murder is not funny, guys. Jumping into a water tank is not funny. But the way our school got shut twice. I mean, my branch was really nice. It was safe. I never heard or never saw anything wrong going on. But then this was something that made me feel like, wow, what school am I in? And to be very honest, my branch was really nice. My principal was so nice. My teachers were nice, except a few. I named one of the teachers and I hate her from the core of my heart yet. But then there are a lot of people that I really miss. And I don't know why I don't speak to them. It's just, I think we've all grown up. We drift apart. Like Machi Man, for example, we didn't talk for about 2 years when I was in boarding school because obviously we didn't get phones. But then we're back on. We're closer than hell. Like it was like we're best friends now, and that's something I really appreciate about Machi Man. And it's like it's like, so after everything that happened there, all the other branches ka crimes happened and all, I think I realized, I think it's time for me to be gone from this institution apparently. And that's how I left my old school where I studied for 5 years. I studied Sanskrit there for 5 years from my most favorite teacher of all time. And I think I'll go text her after this video because I miss her a lot. And I hope she is well. But I think that is all for today. It's been, I don't know what, I think 10 minute ho gaye. Anyways, I hope to make another video soon and be consistent enough because it's fun. I like speaking to the camera. I mean, I don't know why. It's just fun. It is fun to speak to the camera. Anyways, see you all next time. Bye bye.